The David Dash podcast is presented to you by Kalami N C, your delicious source of vitamin C. Enjoy a bottle of Kalami N C. Let's be healthy. Hey guys, I actually want to talk to you about something important. One of the reasons I started this podcast in the middle of quarantine, as evidenced by my first episode, is to be able to give some positive vibes, be it through humor, inspiration, or encouragement. My goal is to be able to uplift the spirits and spread a message of love, hope, and joy to those who hear. With that said, this is what I'd like to tell you. The situation right now is admittedly all kinds of crazy. And it's okay if we sometimes have fear and doubts because of the uncertainties that arise. But what's important is being able to cling on to what's certain and what's true, and have the faith and the courage to make it through. There is a disease out there named COVID-19, and it is a great concern. But hear this, there's a name greater than this pandemic, and he is the Pan de Vida, the bread of life, and his name is Jesus. Check this out. Pandemic brings bad news. Pan de Vida brings good news. Pandemic is something ugly. Pan de Vida is something beautiful. Pandemic brings discouragement. Pan de Vida brings encouragement. Pandemic brings worry. Pan de Vida brings assurance. Pandemic will make us doubt. Pan de Vida will be our confidence. Pandemic brings fear. Pan de Vida brings forth trust. Pandemic infects. Pan de Vida purifies. Pandemic brings sorrow. Pan de Vida brings joy. Pandemic brings trouble. Pan de Vida brings peace. Pandemic brings sickness. Pan de Vida brings healing. Pandemic brings death. Pan de Vida brings life. Pandemic brings despair. Pan de Vida brings hope. Therefore, what do you think should you focus on? The pandemic or Pan de Vida? If you choose Pan de Vida, the bread of life, Jesus, you will never be hungry, and those who believe in Him will never be thirsty. You know what? I'm going all in with Jesus, my Pan de Vida. Who you got? The David Dash Podcast, where the sponsors pay for David Dash's Spotify premium account. What's up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of the David Dash Podcast with no other than, of course, me, David Dash. You just heard our title segment, the pandemic versus the Pan de Vida. I hope that gives you perspective that God is bigger than any of our concerns. And with Him, we will certainly get past this. Because, as Mandisa would tell you, you are an overcomer. Still to come, David Dash's Dashing Dashboard, our Kalami N C giveaway, and David Says. The David Dash Podcast is brought to you by our friends from the following. Sleepyhead Clothing, dedicated to customer choice. Whether it's just one shirt for an individual client or a larger production run for a business, Sleepyhead Clothing has the expertise and experience to translate your vision into reality. Quality shirts, affordable prices, we deliver that. Visit Sleepyhead Clothing on Facebook and drop a message for queries and quotation requests. Promised Land, Cebu's trusted realtor. Realize your real estate dreams and investments with the help of a licensed real estate practitioner. Finding your own land of promise is now possible. Just go to promisedlandph.com, or you can reach Miss Charmaine Plazas at 0917-557-5263. That's 0917-557-5263. Promised Land, your trusted realtor in Cebu and beyond. And giveaway alert! Of course, later on, your chance to win a gift pack from Kalami N C, the all-natural calamansi juice drink with no preservatives. So make sure you don't miss anything because you might just get the free stuff from Kalami N C. Now, let's get moving with the 5th episode. Hobie ho, let's go! David Dash's Dashing Dashboard. Here is a nursery rhyming entry that didn't make it last episode. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Knees and toes. Ouch, ouch, ouch. My back hurts when I reach my toes. Let's try it again. Head, shoulders, knees, and hips. Knees and hips. That's much better. Since the mandatory wearing of face masks, reports show that toothpaste, toothbrush, and mouthwash sales have increased. People are now taking more care of their dental hygiene so they won't have to smell their own bad breath. DepEd says classes will go on. They'd rather take the heat for rejecting calls for academic freeze. The Supreme Court has rescheduled the bar exams originally set for November. Safe to say, the bar exams have been barred this year. Since there are also viruses on computers and other electronic devices, we must also make sure to not spread COVID-19 over the internet by wearing face masks and face shield when we join online meetings and chat rooms. The good news about this statement is no authority has said this yet. The bad news, it wouldn't be a surprise if they did. If a picture paints 1,000 words, then why can't I paint you? And if a face could launch 1,000 ships, then why can't I launch you? You know I'd walk 1,000 miles if I can just see you. But if you are 1,001 miles away, that's too much. I'd already run the extra mile. Aww. According to a One Direction song, you don't know you're beautiful, that's what makes you beautiful. So if not knowing that you're beautiful is what makes you beautiful, and now you know that you're beautiful because they've already told you in a song, does that make you not beautiful anymore? Justin Bieber says, love yourself. Meanwhile, Santa and Harry Potter both say, love your elf. Random question to the K-drama fans. How is Yoon Bin related to the recycle bin? Headline from Sunstar. Mandaue City cemeteries closed on All Souls Day and All Saints Day. The living won't be allowed to visit the departed loved ones this year, but the departed are free to visit their living loved ones at home. Now time for a very easy giveaway. Brought to you by Kalami N C, your delicious all-natural calamansi juice drink with no preservatives. Of course, Kalami N C is rich in vitamin C, which we all need to help keep us healthy, especially right now. To order, just send a message to Rhine Mercy on Facebook. That's Rhine Mercy, R-H-I-N-E for Rhine, and Mercy. I believe I don't have to spell that out for you. Rhine Mercy on Facebook, okay? You can also text 0921-935-4152 to get your refreshing Kalami N C. That's 0921-935-4152. Kalami N C. Let's get healthy. Back to the giveaway. Win this very healthy Kalami N C gift pack worth 200 pesos, which of course includes Kalami N C and other homemade foodies and goodies from Rhine Mercy. All you have to do is go to the entry form at bit.ly/dashprize. Again, that's bit.ly/dashprize, okay? You can also find the link at the David Dash page on Facebook and Twitter. Answer a question which I will ask here in the podcast and submit it with your name and contact number. Simple, right? Again, go to bit.ly/dashprize, answer our question, fill out the form, and submit it. Here's the question. Kalami N C is rich in what vitamin? Well, if you paid attention earlier, I already told you the answer. Again, the question, Kalami N C is rich in what vitamin? Head on over to bit.ly/prize now and submit your answers. Closing date is on October 10, so hurry and join our Kalami N C giveaway now. David Says is brought to you by your Needs and Protection Pal. For your life protection and financial planning needs, you now have a pal you can trust and depend on. And securing your family's future can now be done digitally. That means you can do it without even leaving the comfort of your home. So get started now by sending your Needs and Protection Pal a message on Facebook. Don't worry, be protected. Alrighty, David says something about the plethora of seemingly just for fun, innocent challenges on social media, particularly Facebook. I've been seeing a lot of this on my feed. Crop a photo of your beautiful daughter, crop a photo of your handsome son, and some variations, of course. And a lot of people are participating. But here's what you should know and keep in mind in challenges like this. Bad people, and I'm referring to perverts, predators, pedophiles, yes, those bad people. They are preying on public posts to see what they can use for whatever unthinkable deed they are to do. And so, I'd like to give some tips on what you can do to guard your privacy and even physical safety. Number 1, don't participate in such challenges. Using the challenges hashtags make it easier for the bad people to search for and find your posts. Number 2, when posting pictures of your children, especially minors, and even toddlers, set your photos privacy to friends only, or even a smaller circle who you could really trust. Don't just do it for the likes, okay? Your privacy is more important than the likes, and the hearts, and the reacts, okay? Number 3, don't upload images in its original resolution, and this is easy since it's just a setting you can choose on Facebook. Your friends can still view the picture in good quality while not giving potential photo editors with bad intent much to manipulate. Number 4, do not include your location on the post. Stop the local bad guy in your area from knowing where you are. Remember, this is about you protecting yourself and your family from terrible things brought about by joining in what looks like a harmless challenge. Let's be mindful and always exercise caution to prevent the undesirable from taking place. Ultimately, let's be responsible and keeping our loved ones safe and secure in the things that we do. That's what David says. And that wraps up this episode of the David Dash Podcast. For your comments and suggestions, or if you'd like to become a show sponsor, just search for David Dash on Facebook and send me a message. Thank you for joining us now. We hope you join us again next time. I'd like to say thank you to Promised Land, Cebu's trusted realtor, Sleepyhead Clothing, and your Needs and Protection Pal for making this podcast episode possible. And don't forget to join our Kalami N C giveaway before it closes on the 10th of October. This has been David Dash saying, don't just count your blessings, also be a blessing that other people count. Until the next episode, ho, got to go. Yaha! The David Dash Podcast was presented to you by Kalami N C, your delicious source of vitamin C. Enjoy a bottle of Kalami N C. Let's be healthy.